like to put this plastic on before they ever mount the hardware, which is ridiculous, but yeah. So significant differences. These weigh quite a bit. These do not. They have a similar look. The MG's in the wrong place. Stickers are wrong. This bridge is crap. So we'll go to a decent roller bridge. Not a care is given to any type of quality control beyond being able to see it from 5 feet away and thinking, oh, that looks okay. Of course, these are the small pots, so you usually have to end up drilling these out a little bit to make the bigger pots fit. And because I don't think they truly let the poly coat dry, these are never properly put on. It always feels like the poly is around the switches and etc. So you kind of have to break them loose. Unfortunately, the image here is very pixelated, and there is a artifact within the image that's kind of going to drive me insane with my OCD right here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I had not intended to keep this guitar, and then eBay did some kind of thing where the seller offered a discount in return for me not returning it to settle my grievance or whatever, and yeah. So I got stuck with it a bit. That's fine. Interesting. That doesn't really fit back through there, does it? I want to cut that. I end up having to route that hole a little bit more later. Put the real ones in. Let's take it apart and see. Yeah, some of these details are always the same. It's almost like they come from maybe even the same manufacturers, no matter what model it says it is or what style or whatever. Like I said, at this point, I'm just going for playable. Okay, see this junk here? I'm not exactly sure how they pull this off. It's very interesting, though. So it's all very standard pots and wiring. I don't know how they do this. But I know those pickups are very much passive pickups. And look at this. This is really weird. See that? That's the hot on the pickups wired to a 9-volt battery. So it's actually just interrupting them. That's why you get a small amount of sound even without a battery in this guitar. And of course it sounds like crap, but that's what to be expected, right? Let's take a look at the real EMG wiring here. Putting pickups in a guitar that work more than the guitar. That sounds about right for this channel, right? This is what a proper wiring set should be. Big difference, guys. Big difference. Now, obviously our wiring set's a little bit different. So I'm going to wire this differently. I'm not going to put a switch in play. I know, I'm not supposed to do it that way, but I don't care. I want to have some fun with this one. It doesn't matter, right? So we have EMG 25Ka passive tone. We have the volume, and tone. I think we're going to do 2 volumes, 2 tones. We're just going to expand this. This might be a fun build. Get all that crap out of the way. I may reuse the battery box, but that'll probably be the only thing I reuse. I do have another one, but this one was cut too. So it's likely what we're going to do here. Pulls right apart. Not a care was given. I mean, this is a great ground loop, guys. Look at that. Just cheap. I mean, not even use this battery box. I don't know. Ow. That is the crap that came out of it. And that is what they think are pigtails. Huge difference in quality. What do you expect for a guitar that was probably manufactured for 50 bucks or less? Okay, we'll get back to it. Get a neck out of the way. Get it all straightened out first before we go any further. Probably as close as we're going to get that. Post rod really doesn't move. Get it on. Fretwork's surprisingly good. Not, you know, custom shop level, but not terrible. The board seems cleaned up pretty well. Everything else sucks.